Hey y'all, it's Leah. Welcome back to my series on creating our ideas book, where we are making different templates for junk journal elements that we can refer to in the future. So we are working on kind of a mini series within the series and using our 6x6 paper pads, because I know a lot of us have these laying around, especially if you were a scrapbooker or card maker before you got into junk journaling, or you do things simultaneously. And we've got these papers, and so I wanted to kind of start making a dent in mine. And so I started thinking of some ideas and looking for some ideas of ways that we can make pockets out of those 6x6 pages. And so today's idea is going to be these inner and outer pockets. And so we have it's like a little mini folio, and it's got one pocket here. I actually added another pocket here because I had some just laying around from a previous project. And then when we open it up, we have a second pocket here. And then really officially it's like third and fourth, because I did add a piece here. You could take it a step further. You could add something here. You could do a little mini belly band or another pocket or a little side tuck, whatever you wanted to do. I didn't decorate the back, but you can definitely do that depending on how you're going to use this in your journal. My original thought was that I would glue it down and maybe just glue it on the three sides and make it a pocket behind. But you could also use it, you could tuck it or clip it into your journal just with a paper clip or something, or you could actually use it in your signature. So you could sew it in and have it be like part of the signature. It could be in the middle or just one of the pages in there. So lots of different ideas for uses for this one. So, and then I do have just a generic one that I didn't decorate yet, just to show you what it looks like without those extra little pockets. So this is the official one-page wonder with just these two pockets there. Okay, so let's set those aside and get into making our pockets. So you're going to take your 6x6 double-sided paper. Now, if you don't have double-sided paper, I talked about this in a previous video, don't worry. It's not that you can't do these things. You can always just decorate one side of your paper, the white side, so you can spray it with ink, you can stencil over it, you can just somehow put some color on it. If you don't want it to be just white, you can cover it in coffee dyed paper. You can glue two single-sided sheets together. That totally works. So don't feel like, oh, I don't have double-sided paper, I can't do these fun things. Yes, you can. Remember, there's no rules in junk journaling, okay? It's my favorite rule. So we're going to take our paper and we're going to angle it so it's kind of diamond shaped. And so we're going to take our paper and we are going to leave it in the square shape. We are going to fold it up, and I'm going about kind of to the 2/3 mark. So I think in my directions I put a third, meaning that I was kind of chunking the paper into thirds. And so I'm going to fold it up there and give that a really good crease, because that's going to make your flaps, your folds, your pockets, okay? And then we're going to unfold that, and we're going to fold it in half this way and give that a good crease. Now, I'm using copy paper, so it doesn't need that major creasing, but for this, I used cardstock for these, and so I definitely wanted that. Now I am just going to ink this a little bit so I can see where I'm cutting, because it's on white paper, and I want to make sure that I am getting the right part. Okay, so when I am going to cut something, when I'm going to have pockets that are like this where it's folding over, I like to kind of see how this doesn't come all the way to the edge. I like that little gap, because then it doesn't bunch up in my journal. It lays pretty flat like that. So the way that you do this is, when it is folded in half, you are just going to take your scissors and just ever so slightly come over to the left and then go up to that crease. So that's why I wanted to be able to make sure I could see where that was. And so then you just end up with this little sliver of paper. So then when you open it up, you can really see. So when I lay it flat, now you can see I've kind of taken out a little piece of that. Okay. So now what we're going to do is when it's folded, so this is, you know, our little folio, we are going to flip one up. We're going to open it up, and then we're going to flip the other one up. Okay. And so then we just need to do a little gluing. So this is just going to get glued down on the sides. If my glue wants to cooperate with me. I left it uncapped for a little too long earlier. It wasn't happy with me. Okay. And then we're going to glue this one. Get that up. And then now it's the fun part. Now you get to decorate however you want. Like I said, you can add pockets all over the place, add little tucks. So hopefully you can see, I'm gonna give that a little ink so you can see the different pockets. Probably should have used colored paper. In person I can see it, but I know hopefully on camera you're seeing a little bit of it. Okay, so that is our little pocket. So we've got pocket here, pocket there, and then you can add other ones on the sides, or you know, on the side, on the back, however you want to do that. All right, so let's get that glued into our book. Figure out where this is gonna go. I think I want to save that page. It's always the fun part is trying to, oh, I think those two pages have been like stuck together for a little while. Otherwise, I think I would have had something on them by now. So I am going to go ahead and just glue this down. And then, that way I can see it. And I think I'm going to add some notes to myself, kind of about what I told y'all, about where you could use this in your journal, or what you can add to it, just in case I forget. Not that I ever would, because, you know, my mind's like a steel sieve. Oh, goodness. Yeah. As we get older, I always hated that phrase. So we can, probably just gonna like kind of draw it. So I could put a tuck, question mark, and then maybe draw pocket, or tuck. That's the cool thing that I like about this, having this ideas book, is I can just sort of draw all these things on here and have these notes to myself. And then let's see, we're gonna put, we can glue in, we can clip in, or add to a signature. Cool. All right, so now we've got our little inner outer pockets. So I hope you give these a try, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.